Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas Sir. The Hindu editorial dictation heading is concerning sequence. India's vaccination strategy should accommodate for SARS-CoV-2 changes. Be ready, start. The spurt in coronavirus cases reported out of China has triggered global alarm. India's health ministry has issued a directive to states to send positive samples to the Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomics Consortium to check for new concerning strains. The health minister too has called for a review meeting of the coronavirus situation in India. India's official numbers suggest that thus far there is little to worry. There are only 3,408 active cases. Only one district has a test positivity rate of over 10% and only 4 between 5 and 10% as per the latest available weekly data. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has exceeded 219.33 crore and there are no signs of distress being reported out of hospitals. However, the experience of previous years is that it is usually many weeks after which a noticeable spike, let alone a wave, is confirmed by health authorities. There is scare monitoring and mask mandates for public gatherings, airports and railway stations have been removed everywhere. So, low numbers do not necessarily mean new variants are not taking root. In China, despite reports of crowded, motorized hospital admissions piling up and stocked out pharmacies, weekly death counts are officially in the single digits. The prevalent opinion is that the lifting of curbs after almost 3 years of some of the most restrictive containment measures have now exposed a large swath of people who lack natural immunity. Full stop. Some mathematical modeling projections calculate a million COVID-19 cases in the coming days in China. Given that much of the world has moved to normalcy in terms of travel, the concern is that this surge is likely to reverberate globally with many more infections even in India inevitable. There are two key lessons that can be derived from Chinese experience. Long lockdowns cannot eliminate the virus or prevent the development of new strains, and the only reasonable defense possible against severe disease is via vaccines. China has largely dependent on home-ground vaccines such as Corona vaccine and Sinopharm vaccines that rely on the inactivated virus technology. Despite 90% of the population receiving a single dose and half a second dose, the numbers in China suggest that waning immunity is a fait accompli. The big lesson for India is to not only establish the prevalent coronavirus variants but also whether the administered vaccines continue to be efficacious. While most of the vaccines administered in India are Covishield and thus of the spike protein, it may be time to accommodate for change in the virus. The sequencing of strains by INSA COG should not remain an academic exercise. Full stop.